Feel the bass drum booming in your face, son.
Hello, my name is Julius Miller. I'm from the United States and I'm 24 years old. Part 38. Let's talk about the first date. Question 1. Do you remember your first date? Tell me about it. I guess my first date was back when I was like 14, 15. There was this girl in my class that I really liked, and I guess at the time, like, I was like really, really shy back then. So I don't remember how I asked her. I guess I must have been like stumbling the words or something. But she could tell like she wanted that I was trying to like ask her out to go to the movies with me, and she's like, yeah, sure. Luckily, like she was like a really chill and down to earth person, so she said yes. So I guess like how it went was like, we went to our parents dropped us off, we went to the movies, saw the movie, then we went to go get like dinner afterwards, and we walked around like the mall, which because like back then I didn't really have a car, so it's to me it's like kind of funny because it's just like when I think about my very first date then versus how I am now and like how I approach dates now. I'm kind of proud because I feel like I've had like a lot of progress over the years. Question 2. Tell me how you felt when you went on your first date. For me, I was like very, very nervous. I was really scared because I didn't really have the confidence myself back then as I do now. So I was like just like stumbling like for the words, just like, trying to ask this girl I really liked if she wanted to go to the movies with me. I can't even remember like which movie it was. All I knew was like she was like really into sci-fi, and so there was like this like sci-fi movie that was out at the time that I thought she'd like. So I'm not sure like how I was able to do it, but I did it, got through it. We're here now. Question 3. Tell me about the person you had the first date with. What I will say is that she is actually like a really good friend of mine. She is very strong. She's very kind. She's really, really intelligent, and she's really passionate about social justice. I think she's the type of person that you want to have in your corner. Like when things are going bad, when things look bleak, she's the most like cheerful person in the room. She's always gonna put a smile on your face even when you're sad. So that's what I'll say about her. When was your first kiss? How did it happen? So my first kiss was with this girl I approached at an art gallery. I was really attracted to her. I At that point I had a little more confidence in myself, so I was like, "Hey, how are you? So my name is Julius. Like, what's your name?" We were small talking back and forth. Then I got her number. Then a couple days later, we were actually like, I guess like she was showing me her hometown because at that point I was like studying abroad, and so she was showing me her hometown, like where she grew up. And she took me to this park, like where she used to play at when she was a kid. And, the mood was right. I made my move. And, that was my first kiss. Question 5. How important to you is the first impression? For me, the first impression doesn't really matter that much because I think you can't really tell who a person is by, first appearances, because maybe like someone's like not having an off day, you know what I mean? Or like they're not feeling well that day. So they're not in the best position to put their best selves forward. So for me, I'm not really the type of person to judge someone based off like the first impression. Like I gotta talk to you like a few more times, or like get to know you a few more times, or like hang out in different scenarios, so that way I have like a better impression of who you are as a person, and then like I can decide if I like you or not. Why are first dates usually awkward and uncomfortable? I guess in general, first dates are kind of awkward and uncomfortable because like you're trying to test the waters, so to speak. You don't really know like how that person feels about you until like, maybe like at the end of the date, and if things go well, if they like you and they want to hang out with you again, then like the second date becomes like a little bit easier. But until then though, I think during like the first date, like most people make the mistake of like, trying too hard to impress that person. So they're not really like themselves. Question 8. Do you believe in love at first sight? I do. Not because like I'm a romantic necessarily like that, but I just feel like if you like someone, you like someone. Like if you're just like walking down the street and you see someone and you think they're really attractive, you want to talk to them. So I think for me, it's not a matter of like just like believing in love at first sight. It's more like, you just like you can't really explain like how you feel, you just feel. You know what I mean? How often do single people usually go on dates in your country? All the time. Like there are businesses catered to single people, like in my country. Like I guess like in multiple countries, with apps like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Match, OkCupid. Like it's like really, really common for like single people to go out on dates. If you could receive 10 billion won on the condition that you appear on the Truman Show for the rest of your life, would you like to appear on the show or give up the chance? Personally, no. I feel like I enjoy my privacy. I want to have my own life. I don't really want people judging my life or the choices I make in my life or how I choose to live, especially like if I can't explain like why I'm doing what I'm doing. 10 billion won is a lot of money, but I feel personally I could get that amount of money through my own skill, through my own ambition, and through my own luck. So I'd pass on the chance. I've been coming to Kolkam for the past 8, 9 months, and in my experience, this is the best place to come if you really want to learn Korean and make good friends while doing so. Big culture and speak better at Kolkam.